Soreli, how was your weekend?
Mm, it was a
How,
long weekend.
yeah, an extended weekend.
Yeah.
Did you have the opportunity to go out?
No, I had to work. I had been working.
You stay indoor, right?
Yeah.
Working. And what about you, Tito? How you going?
Teacher, my weekend I have fixed some things in my house very broken. And
Something was working. Did you have to repair something?
uh, what?
Did you have to repair something?
Yes, teacher, yes. And the roof is
Okay.
a hole. I repaired with some friends.
We are in a winter season, and you know, here's going everybody. Also in my house, I have to repair something over there. Alejandra, how was your weekend? Where did you go? Did you stay indoor? Did you went out to dinner out?
Yeah, so I had so much fun because it was my birthday on Friday and I was
Really?
in San Francisco. Yeah. I'm 22 right now.
Welcome,
um
welcome.
Thank you. Yeah, I was in San Francisco with a friend. And then I was in Napa, California. It was so good, so fun. I love it. And yeah, I was in other city all my weekend.
Excellent. Yeah,
Yeah.
I was busy my weekend. I would like to, to become aware what was happening with the university, but unexpectedly I couldn't, right? So we start this week with the best courses, the best energy. As younger used to say, the best vibra for this week. Uh, Comment. Soreli, did you have the opportunity to see the video, the, the content, the material for this week?
No, really.
No.
I know. No.
Okay. There was a material for this week, and it was a video about debate. I need a volunteer, maybe Alejandra or Tito. I need to hear your voice. I need to hear your comments about the video. Just an overview of what the video was about, what's the content.
Yes, teacher. There are two videos. The first video is advice about how to prepare for a debate. And he explained some tips to have in mind to develop a good debate. On the other hand, in the second video, show us a useful vocabulary for debates and some opportunities to confront ideas, where express conclusions. And there are some tips.
Good. Alejandra, your turn.
Uh, Teacher, to be honest, I didn't. I am still like confusing about that. So I don't know what is the video. Is in the group chat or is in the practice environment? I'm confused.
Actually, the video comes from your tutor of your speaking course. They send the material in advance to you, so you have the chance
Mm-hmm.
to see the video in advance.
It's in
Because
the wait.
it's in
Sorry.
the collaborative environment.
Okay, 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 okay.
Yeah, they are send you to. Sometimes they are post in the how you say helping environment. I don't remember the name right now, but In any case, the material is sent to the students in advance. That's the resource they need or they come with so they can have a conversation here in this moment, right?
Okay.
It's a
Okay, yeah.
prerequisite to stay here because otherwise you won't have anything to comment, to share.
Okay. Okay, okay. I get it.
Well, I'm going to make like an introduction. Let me, can you see my screen?
No,
Not too sure.
not
No.
yet.
All right.
No.
So I'm going to share my screen so you can see what I have. What about now?
Yes,
Yes.
teacher.
Perfect. Okay. Here I have a brief agenda for this session. I tried to introduce an ice-breaking activity where you will be taking part soon. We are going to discuss how to debate. It's a review. We are going to see in detail what are the parts, the components. I'm going to show you the score criteria, the assessment criteria. We are going to have a sample of what a debate is like. Then we are going to comment your takeaway. I mean, what's the biggest idea you can live with? And finally, the reference. So I want Alejandra
Mm-hmm.
to count the post from the perspective of the black men's side. And Tito and Sorelli count the post from the perspective of this man. The question in this case would be who's to right? Who's right? The man with the black shirt or the man with the red shirt? Who's to right?
Mm, I me can I
Of
can
course, go
answer?
ahead, please. Of course.
Okay. So I think that bots are good because in the other side he just can see five, or yeah, five. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, and in the other side he just can see seven. So I think that bots are good. So I don't know.
But they are like discussing, they are
Mhm.
they can agree each other.
Yeah.
So what's the message that we can take away from this picture?
I think that you need like put yourself in the other side. Like you need to be open mind with the other ideas about the other person, other people, because you're not totally right. It's like you need to think about that. You need to think about other ideas. You need to think other um about other people, how is they thinking. So no, it's not about just you or your mind, or that it's your right or not. You need to see other opinions and other comments, and yeah, don't be mean.
That's a good point. That's a good point. So that's kind of what this encounter is going to be about, analyzing not only our own point of view, but our counterpart. Uh, let's go with Tito because
Oh,
yeah.
okay, teacher. Partners, I think there are reason of my point of view is the red man see five post in the place. There is uh, he has a count one, two, three, four, five posts. They and he has the reason of this idea. He chose the other people.
Good. Sorelli, you have the words.
Yes, teacher. Um, well, so I like my partner said, I think that person should respect every ideas or different opinions. So um, the first man, uh, just can see uh, seven uh, um, pieces,
Yeah.
and the other man just can see five. So it's one opinion, and the other opinion can respect. It's just respect different opinions.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Sorry,
Uh,
I'm asleep.
Uh,
I-
and so really you have reason because one man can see seven posts and the other man can see five posts. There is um, big difference the opinion because uh, they have a reason in your point of view, but there are no explain because one man see five posts and the other man see seven posts in the same place.
actually, this is what happened in our life most of the time. We show our posture, our position that I mean, we show the respect with the other side because we do not try to understand the other person's point of view, person's angle. You see, so we in that case we become selfish, right, Alejandra?
Yeah.
That's used to happen all the time in our daily life.
Yeah.
I mean, we try to show our arguments, our posture, our position, but we never mind about the other person's angle. We do not try to understand how much he or she is suffering, and this take place in the economical field, love, sentiments. You see, this uh, impose us a new perspective. I mean, how to avoid life. For example, Tito, you and your daughter, have you ever had any disagreement? I mean,
Okay, every time, because I have different opinion and different point of view because I apply my experience of life in from their ideas as young people,
uh,
and I have some beliefs, my own beliefs.
I would like to go deeper. I would like you to uh to comment. I mean, in that disagreement that you have with your daughter, what skills did you use to convince her to persuade them, or you just break your heart and you give the reason to her all the time? How's that experience?
Uh, it is difficult obtain mm, agree in some discussions because I have some own ideas and beliefs, and she has other ideas, new ideas about new people. Uh, I have lived with some beliefs I think are right, but the other time I can see I don't have a reason some discussions as feminines or problems of with women's with women's. There are in other times there are no problem with these activities or violence of feminines. There are no problem. There are no news on in TV or the news because now all people express disgust because there are no correct situation the men's in from women's. That is a big problem. For
Yeah,
example,
feminists. I mean, that's a big problem. Sorelli, can you imagine what it's like to be in the shoes of Tito? I mean, I really can imagine what it's like to be in his shoes. You know, we are men, and I don't know, but men are dominated for women's. I mean, you girls break our heart, you know, and I mean, when Tito have to discuss or argue with her daughter, how can he persuade her that he's right, and do not let the I mean do not fall into any sentiment or something like that, so that both can have the best perception and take the best decision. So that's complex because sometimes you involve your feelings. Can you, Sorelli, I don't know, share with us experience, the most recent experience you have when you discuss with your friends or your family? How was that experience? How did you try to overcome that situation?
Mm, with my family, the relationship is good, and when we have difference, we try to speak and to communicate the difference and try to resolve problems in a good way. So when when I when I have difference when I have difference with some friends, the situation is more um, natural. So other friends come and talk and try to resolve the problems. So it's not relevant.
I'm gonna try to portray a situation. It's like when you were a teenager or a child, and you have problems with your friends, and you say something like this: "Te metes conmigo, voy a traer mi primo. Espérate que te voy a traer mi primo." Huh?
Yes.
Did you ever have that experience, Alejandra,
And
when you were a
to
child
be,
and you got into trouble with somebody and you said, "Espérate que te voy a traer mi hermano. Espérate para que veas tú."
no, to be honest.
All right.
Yeah, I was so kind. I am so outgoing person, so I'm good. So, but yeah, to be honest, with my friends, I have a good relationship too. And I love forgiveness people. So I'm not really like I take that with me all my life. I like talking. I like communicate with my family, friends, whatever is the situation. And but sometimes I have some discussion with my friends, or not my friends, like people in general or something, Facebook, whatever, because I'm Christian and obviously I think so different about themes or about some things, like, you know. But it's okay when you respect the people, because all people is different, all people have a different mind. um the matter, or the most important is when you can respect other opinions, other people, and that is the most important. But when you have a discussion with a person that is not really kind, is not respectful, is not helpfully, is not nothing, is like so complicated. So because you can be really respect, but if the person no, it's like that's it, I'm done with you, because I can't I can talking with someone that is not respecting me. So yeah.
But I mean, all pass through how do you conduct your conversation. I mean, sometimes things go out of control. I mean, the same stands for the conversation. It ran out of control. Your counterpart do not show you respect. But how try you to deal with that? I mean, there is sometimes conversation you can go away, as the example of Tito, and he's realistic. He
Oh,
sometimes discuss or argue with her daughter, but he can leave. You not understand? He can leave. He have to face the situation because the person is truly important for him. So that's
Yeah.
the point.
eh, excuse me, teacher.
Go
And
ahead.
I think relationships between parents and children that are good. That are all house, but there are conversation generate discussion problems because, for example, when your parents invite you to church, people today don't like uh, pride church, or when there are discussions in the house about the political decisions, because the political mm, um, beliefs, but Republicans or
Democratas.
Democrats. Today, we can show in TV these debates on Trump, there is presidential, or in our country, because some decision take judicial or political, or about the pandemic. Um, there are decisions don't don't like people. People don't agree with decision of some decision about our president, because there are problems, divided opinions and point of view. Uh, there are the peace are great example for this conversation, because some people think it is not possible the peace, and other people think the peace is necessary. But what the price? Um, that is a question.
Yeah, yeah. I want to remark your intervention because you allowed me to bring very strong ideas. For example, uh, we live in a world of powers, and if the other person, if your interlocutor voice, if your interlocutor ideas are louder or bigger than yours, then he's going to try to conquest you, right? So this is power. Words are powerful, and 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 when you are debating, when you stand in the audience and you have, I mean, a crowd auditory listening to you, you have to show the best of you, your best argument. But you have to show your arguments, but you have to try, I mean, you need to try to destroy your opponent's argument, break down his arguments, his reasons. This is a debate, and a debate is like a war. You need to be smart, you need to be intelligent, and sometimes, uh, I, sorry, Alejandra,
Yeah.
pard, pardon me, but you have to leave your, I mean, I'm a Catholic, but I need to, when taking a decision,
Yeah.
I need to leave my ideologies behind. I
Yeah.
mean,
Yeah.
no
Definitely.
matter race, no matter gender, no matter political ideologies, no matter. The only thing that matters is arguments and the power of your arguments.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
how can you domain the art of discourse, the rhetoric? But everything matters. A single word, a single sound, a single
Yeah.
expression, all your body expression matters.
Yeah.
So this is very important.
Yeah. Yeah. I
Sorely,
mean,
But
excuse
actually,
me. Go
okay.
ahead.
Actually, there are many people very passionate about these topics. So, for example, religion or political topics, things. Um, and that people could be um, annoying, maybe, because don't respect your ideas, and um, it's it's great, it's strange, their ideas. Um, I prefer, like my partner Alejandra. I am Catholic too, but I respect the
yeah.
another other religion. So I I prefer listen other ideas and compare and comparing information.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
Yeah.
good.
Yeah. Yeah.
But
That's true. I mean,
please,
it's
Uh,
go
when
ahead.
the person is not respect, when it's not kind. So you can tell when a person when he's not kind with you or when he's not respect with you. So I prefer like I'm done with you and keep
Mhm.
calm and then we can talk if you want. Is not, it's okay.
What if that person is your lover,
Yeah.
Is your what?
your partner?
Oh no, it's I mean depend the person because
Or
if I don't know about person, it's like okay, we can talk about this later or when you are more calm. But with my friends, it's okay. I can wait too for they keep calm, but I can stay in a conversation if the people is scream or their voice is loud or something because that's bad. So I don't
Soreli,
like
ah,
fighting.
yeah, yeah. Soreli, what do you think?
Tell me,
Is it
teacher.
healthy? Is it healthy? I mean, to 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 make connections, just people who think and live by your, I mean, who share your way of thinking. Is it healthy, Tito? What's your say?
mm, yes,
I don't
yes,
understand the question.
Uh, uh, Let me put it in other words. what if we, I mean, just make establish a relationship, but just with people who share our ideas, our thoughts, and
But
we
And
and,
we
and we
think
and we
different.
try, yeah. Excuse me, and we try to avoid others who think different to us. We avoid having discussion. We avoid everything because they do not share our way of thinking. They do not approve what we are, how we live. So that's what I want you to think about, to live by with that idea. Is it healthy?
I think not all people have the same ideas. Because I have my own ideas, Aureli has your ideas, and Alejandra has your opinions and ideas. When we develop this conversation, each one has their own point of view. But this example is present in the social net when you don't explain your opinion because Sorelli disagrees with me or Alejandra uh, don't don't like my opinion. Social net don't speak about political, religion, sports. Today, Colombian selection plays. There are no talk about these results. I think Colombian selection lost this game, but the other people this goes with me because I am not Colombian. My opinion is uh, about because in front of other people. In Colombia, people have the idea of I can develop communication with other people, think the same way with me. Other people is not my, my preference. It is evident in the social nets. When you talk about political, if you have red, the other people is blue. In our country, there are, I have communists.
Ah,
There are some discussions.
excuse me. I want to make a break to share something with you. First, Sorelli, to remember you that you have to take your quizzes on Edmodo listening, right?
Yes.
The same stand for you, Alejandra and Tito,
Yeah.
right? That's important. Second, remember that you also have to register for the debate activity. That's task 3 is different to task 7, but in task 7, I mean, we are also taking steps and move so that you can perform better at task 3. Alejandra, Sorelli, Tito, as you can see, having a debate involves all of you, not only your body, but your spirit. You have to show all what you are in a debate, right? That's very important. And we agree, we debate all the time since we were a child, even up to our adulthood. So I want to move forward because I want to show you. Uh, can you remember this? These are phrases that you can. Okay, let's do this exercise. Alejandra, read the first slide. Tito, this. Sorelli, this. Alejandra this, and Tito this, okay?
Okay.
So,
Okay.
who is going to start?
Me?
Go ahead.
Okay. Wait. I'm listening to the other side. I see your point, but I think, yes, I understand, but my opinion is that that's all very interesting, but the problem is that I'm afraid I can't quite agree with your point. I think I've got your point. Now let me respond to it. We can see what you're saying. Here is my reply.
I need to say something now. I'm sorry to interrupt, but you be misunderstood or fine. Excuse me, but that's not quite correct. Sorry, I just have to disagree with your point. Let me just respond to that, please. Forgive forgive me for interrupting, but I must respond to that. Hold on a moment, that's not correct. If you would allow me to add a comment here, if you don't mind, I'd like to take issue with what you said.
I'm going to. You want me to make it bigger, Soreli? Like this? Okay, wait.
Thank you, teacher.
Wait.
You haven't repeated yet. The other side will have to explain with filling that point. We say that, but the other side has not replied to our point. I would like to focus on 2 points that the other side has failed to address. There are 2 points that we have succeeded in establishing. I want to call your attention to an important point that our opponents have not addressed yet. I'd like to point out that there are 2 issues our opponents have failed to dispute, namely. I must stress again that our point has not been refuted by the other side.
Good. Wait a second.
Well, I think that the first point I would like to raise is this. Our position is the following. Here's the main point I want to raise. I like to deal with 2 points here. The first is our opponents have still not addressed the question we raised a moment ago. The other side has failed to answer our point about. Notice that the affirmative side has not addressed our main point. Let me just restate my position. Just to be clear, here is what I mean.
So finally, we do sum up. Here are the main points our opponents have not addressed. We point out that our opponents have claimed that, to recap the main points, let's sum up where we stand in this debate. Let me summarize our position in this debate. In summary, we want to point out that let's see which arguments are still standing. Let's take stock of where we are in this debate. These phrases are from.
Good. As you can see, there are very useful phrases to have a better performance when you are addressing your debate. There, I mean, each of these phrases are going to give you points to write your opportunity to score high. Let's see this other slide because I want you to share your impression about them. what do we got over here? In this side, we have the arrangement of how a debate is organized. At the left side, you have the affirmative or the pros, and in front, in the contrary, the negative or the con. You can also hear them as the cons. And this person over here is the person who is going to conduct the debate, right? In that case, I am going to conduct some debates, but not in this case. And here is the audience. Your group is going to be composed of 3 persons, right? In total is 6 participants, but you have to choose a spokesperson. One of you is going to represent you, and you have to participate. You have to show your point of view and to reject or refute ideas or claims. So these 2 persons is the voice of this other person, right? Imagine that this guy over here is wearing a yellow shirt. So this person made part of this team, and this girl is part of these teams. She's going to defend the ideas of this group of persons, and the same stand for this person. That is kind of what is going to take to be like your debate. I don't know, Tito, did you register for your first debate?
You're in mute.
Yeah, he's mute. Sorry, did you register for
Excuse
your...
me. Don't share me.
Don't worry.
Yes, teacher. Asking... Yes, I have my debate today at night.
Yeah.
All right. Perfect.
Because other people can see the game Colombian selection.
Good. So the purpose of this precise moment is that you have an idea of what a debate is going to be like. Actually, there is a World University Debate Championship. I want you to, once you finish this encounter today, type in the search bar in YouTube, Alejandra, in YouTube, write like this, World Universities Debate Championship, right? Mm-hmm. And you are going to get familiar with the dynamic of a debate, how a debate is like, right? How the person use their hands, what type of move he does, and the arguments, right? That's the most important. Let me... So, what do you think about this? The percentage are according argument 30%, content 20%, refutation 20%, teamwork 20%, and style 10%. Alejandra,
yeah,
what do you think style stands for in this case?
Style stand for?
Yeah.
What do you mean?
I mean, these criteria are going to be assessed in each opponent, in each debater. So how can we see or how can perceive a style in a debater?
I think like it's like your form to say the things or arguments.
Yeah. And Tito,
Yes.
what what do you think teamwork?
Oh,
How can you see teamwork in a debate?
teamwork is very important to develop one debate because the relationship between terms of teamwork and agree with ideas and support one people in the other people of the teamwork is very important to reinforce the idea, the argument, and expose of content in their debate. Teamwork is a big tool to develop in a debate for each people.
Okay, the best question for Sorelli. Sorelli,
Yes, teacher.
when debating, uh, is it good to show a strong arguments? What's the importance of the arguments in a debate?
I think it's important because it's the way that you defend your ideas. Um, you support the information that you have researched and explain your your opinion with arguments. I think it's very.
I like that. I like that. I like that word that you just said. Research. Research.
Yes.
That's key. That's essential. I mean, without research, it's the debate is poor, right? But if the research is high, so we are going to encounter strong debaters, people who support his ideas. Alejandra,
Yeah.
those arguments are basically content, and that content can have three supports. What do you think those supports might be?
What I think about what? About the
About,
content support the argument?
yeah.
Um, I
What?
think that I I think that you need to have a good content, so like investigation or something how you can support your argument. So you don't can just say this is my point. This is like I think like this form if you don't have like investigation about that or you don't have information.
All right. In relation to that, I want to give you an idea. So you go by with that idea. When you try to persuade someone or to convince someone, a group of people, uh, you need arguments, but your arguments are supposed in logic. When you show, as already said, investigation, research, in emotions, you can make other people evoke feelings, and by that way you make connections, right? You are like a sympathetic person. You start establishing sympathy by making emotions and feelings emerge and arise. That's a way to show a good, right? And the
Mm-hmm.
other, and the third one is by being moral. You you can you can sell the idea. You can uh, leave the idea that you are the right person. Why? Because I'm a leader voice. I'm an honest person. I'm honest. I say the truth. So people feel identified with the person who said the truth. So if you give the idea that you are a trustful person, a confident person, people is going to follow you and your idea, what you represent. It doesn't matter if what you say is true or not, it's different. But if you show to the other people as a person that is honest, people is going to follow you, right?
Yeah.
But be careful, because this is just a debate. You are trying to defeat the other team, but all the time you can destroy them with that argument, because you might be honest, but you do not have the truth. So, or you try in your discourse, try to mix all of them. Be honest, use the logic, and try to make the other people have feelings and sentiment, so your audience is with you. That are the three components, right? You can also search that information in the Google bar as elements of rhetoric. Elements of rhetoric, okay?
Okay.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, Alejandra, my pleasure to have you over here. Hope to see you in the next week. Soreli.
Yeah. Thank you, teacher.
Thank you, back to you. Tito.
Thank you, teacher. Thank you very
Okay.
much.
See
Thank
you.
you. Thank you,
Bye.
Alejandra.
Take
Bye,
care.
Tito.
Thank you.
Bye, bye,
Bye.
bye.
Tito,
Good day for
wait.
you.
Tito, give me your phone number, please.